When did you realize your teacher was completely out of control? I realized it during my junior year of high school. At first, Mr. Carter seemed like every other strict teacher. He gave lots of homework, hated late assignments, and expected complete silence during class. Nobody liked him much, but nobody thought he was dangerous either. Then little things started happening. If a student answered a question wrong, he'd stare at them for an uncomfortable amount of time without saying a word. Sometimes he'd slam a textbook onto a desk so hard the entire class would jump. We all laughed it off and called him intense, but things kept getting stranger. One afternoon, a student named Jake accidentally spilled water on his worksheet. Mr. Carter completely lost it. He started yelling so loudly that students in the hallway stopped to listen. Jake apologized over and over, but that only seemed to make him angrier. The classroom felt frozen. After that day, everyone walked on eggshells around him. Then came the moment that changed everything. During a group project, the fire alarm suddenly went off. Instead of telling us to leave, Mr. Carter blocked the door and insisted it was probably a prank. While every other classroom evacuated, he kept arguing that we should stay seated. A few students ignored him and left anyway. Minutes later, the principal rushed into the room and demanded to know why we were still there. I've never forgotten the look on the principal's face when he realized what had happened. The next morning, Mr. Carter wasn't at school. Rumors spread fast. Some people claimed he had been fired. Others said he was under investigation. A week later, the district sent a substitute teacher who never explained anything. We never saw Mr. Carter again. Years later, I still think about that day whenever someone talks about authority. Most people assume adults always know what they're doing, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes the people you're supposed to trust can make the worst decisions in the room, and sometimes the moment you realize that is the moment you grow up. What would you have done if your teacher told you to ignore the fire alarm?